Andrew is always like singing along to that tune that you just heard welcoming us back.
Am I singing? I'm getting into it.
Or whatever.
On,
like I don't know what you call humming. Like
humming.
He's making the noise. You're generating the sound of the songs. And I was gonna try to generate the sound of the song Thunderstruck. So I was trying to play it in my head.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I was like,
and
where are we
then I
going with this?
decided promptly, do not do it. Thunderstruck. You know?
And she did it anyway.
And I did it anyways. This is the second time today I did money. And I'm also tone deaf, so I apologize, and I'll stop singing. I will not welcome us back to the third break with any sort of singing. But with that, that's my lead-in to our talk about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
So obviously part of the reason why the Cowboys are so valuable, at least a portion of it, is the branding of the cheerleaders. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is that because the last 24 hours, two of our top stories that from the last 24 hours are both related to the cheerleaders. And the first one, I don't know if you've watched the Netflix show. It's very, very popular, America's Sweethearts.
It is very good, too.
One of the in the first season, one of the darlings that everyone fell in love with was Reese Weaver. And then, spoiler alert, in this last season, part of the issue is that she was, wrestling with whether she wanted to come back for another season. And so that's kind of how it left off. And she decided to leave, but it was a situation of what's next for her.
Right.
And so with SOT 21, this is what she's got coming down for her. And yeah, so.
Go ahead, play it, Zeke.
So
Reese
awesome. Is going to go to she's not going to Chicago, Illinois, Michelle.
Which I said earlier today that she was going to play, in
she's going
Chicago.
To Chicago.
And it's like, oh, wait, I have to continue the sentence. She's going to be in the play Chicago on Broadway, which is
she is leaving.
Which is in New York, apparently.
Yes.
That's where Broadway is.
But this is an incredible opportunity. She's the lead character. Is Roxy Hart, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's going to play Roxy Hart in Chicago, so that's her next step in her career. She left the Cowboys cheerleaders to pursue this opportunity. And so the other part of this with the cheerleaders is they're now changing their uniform for the first time ever. Changing, quote unquote. And it's going to be that they are adding Kendra Scott earrings. And so it'll come up here in a second.
Very noticeable change.
Yes, it's those stud earrings are what's being added. And all 36 of the cheerleaders are going to see that. You'll see it there. They're going to wear those.
That's more jewelry than some of the Super Bowl rings I've seen lately.
Exactly. And so that particular story is the top story on our website for the past 24 hours.
Well, I mean, when you frame it that the Cowboys are changing their uniforms, of course they're gonna hop on that. Would they change the shade of blue? No, it's an earring.
No, they're adding earrings.
Adding two. Are they gonna wear those necklaces with it? The ones right there?
I don't know.
For game day?
No,
it's just the earrings?
It's just the earrings.
I would be stunned if they did, especially
the other piece
line
of
dancing
this
that they do.
is that obviously marketing opportunity and people can buy those earrings at Kendra Scott and they retail for $85. So
interesting. I know that the Cowboys have done a couple things with Kendra Scott. Like if you're at the stadium on game day, they have like these Kendra Scott activations.
Like activations and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that there's been a partnership there, but that is so cool. And Kendra Scott, an Austin-based company. I believe she went to UT.
She's a UT alum.
Scott is a UT alum, yeah. Mm-hmm. So another like Texas-based.
It's very Texas of them to lean into the local or quote unquote local businesses.
Well, everything's local to them, right? When you're America's team, so that's part of it.
Yeah,
I guess so.
That's awesome. I know that I don't know much, but I know that as far as like dance teams go, for any sport, any dance team, like the prestige that comes with being a Dallas Cowboys
it's
cheerleader,
insane.
Yeah,
compared
it's
to
insane.
Literally any other franchise, even in the NFL, is just different. And I wonder if that dates back to, because I haven't watched America's Sweethearts yet, but that's just because I don't do shows or movies or apparently Broadway or anything pop culture.
What do you do?
If you do watch the show, like the process to get on the team is insane.
Yes.
Well, and I didn't
it's
know.
It's so
segue,
nitpicky.
What?
It's so nitpicky. Like,
well, because they're the best. Like they're so talented. I feel like the only thing that rivals it is like the Rockettes, where it's so particular.
It's so prestigious,
But I remember so I haven't watched America's Sweethearts on Netflix, but I did remember when the show was on CMT, Making the Team, I think it was called.
Yes.
And I just remember thinking like it was so cool. And that dates back to, again, Jerry having this forethought. And maybe it's giving Jerry Jones too much credit because I know Charlotte Jones is heavily involved in the marketing and the branding.
That's her baby.
And shameless plug, Charlotte Jones is the kindest, nicest like human being. So, and I think she went to Stanford alum. Like, she's got it going on. But all that is to say, they have built this empire around the team.
In every facet.
And you were saying this earlier, like, I think part of what leads to the Cowboys being so valuable is this extension that the cheerleaders are.
Absolutely.
Such a big part of that.
I mean, it's the visibility.
Yes.
And if you have something that is instantly iconic and memorable, and the cheerleaders certainly are that. I mean, they are all in every kind of marketing phase with this team is at every level. Yeah. So, no, yeah, 100%.
The attention they get is insane.
Yes.
If you watch that show, like, I mean, both love and hate. Like, they get every side of it.
Which, that's the Cowboys in a nutshell.